In this video, we're gonna try reading an inaccessible PDF with a screen reader, and then we're gonna take that same file, upload it into DocAccess, and then read it with the screen reader to compare the results. Welcome to the Accessibility Guy channel. My name is Sean Jordison, and let's jump into the ring. Now, you may have already seen what DocAccess looks like, but this is the DocAccess view of a standard PDF. We have the ability to ask it multiple questions using AI. We can have a document outline. We have free built-in 30-minute support with Ira, where we can connect with a visual interpreter, and we can translate our file to over 150 different languages. But that's just in the accessible transcript view. Let's check out this file in PDF. So this is the exact file that I've uploaded into DocAccess. I can take a look, and there are currently no tags in the document, which means when I go to test with the screen reader, nothing is going to show up. Let's test that out now. I like to use JAWS, so I'm going to launch JAWS 2025, and we've got scanned page alert. This page contains only an image. Would you like to run text recognition to make the text on this page accessible? Sure, why not? And it's gonna walk us through it. We're just gonna do the current page for now. We're gonna do page 1 and select OK. Let's see, this document isn't accessible to a screen reader. Acrobat will prepare your document. That sounds fine. Let's go ahead and do that. And Acrobat is starting to crash on me. Well, Adobe Acrobat is trying to prepare this document for reading, but this was prompted because I'm using a screen reader on a totally inaccessible file. So we're still trying to get to the part where we can test it with a screen reader. And I kind of want to not cut the video right here so we can actually see how long it's going to take for just one video. Excuse me, for just one page. So what could I talk about in the meantime while this one page is trying to be converted? I could talk about this document in general. It's a very interesting segment out of a textbook for California wildflowers. And this document was originally needed to be converted for a student with a visual impairment. So it's one thing to make a document accessible to a screen reader. It's another to convert it over to Braille, large print, or even an audio file. There are multiple other steps that must occur before we can make it accessible. Now, I'm sure the video time will be a little bit shorter, but I'm like 7 or 8 minutes into recording right now, and we're still just prepping this first page to be read because it's a scanned, untagged document. All right, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and pause because it's taking forever, but I'll let you know how long it actually took as soon as we're done. All right, it looks like it's finishing up. Let's see if we can start reading. Nice, so the reading is actually reading across, which is not a great experience. And the text is reading pretty poorly here, but that's because the scan is not great. Compare WTH, so it jumped down in the middle of the page. And it skipped sturdy flowers, glossy petals, foot-long floating lily pads, and deeply lobed leaves.
Flowers. Look at the left parent. You can sometimes see 5 serrations on the tip right parent. The small bumps in the middle of the flower are quote disc flowers quote.
So it's reading some of the content. That's awesome. Let's see. Oh yeah, this section is all messed up. So it's reading all the way across instead of reading the segment at a time. All right, and then we're on a page 2, and it isn't recognize anything because I didn't scan that part. So it's telling me too graphic. So this document is not really usable, and it took about 6 or 7 minutes for Acrobat to actually even OCR that first page for it to do it quite poorly. So let's take a look at what DocAccess can do instead. So I'm going to turn on my accessible transcript view, and I still have JAWS running in the background. And we have built-in hotkeys for our screen reader users right here. We can select the question mark to open up our keyboard shortcuts for PC. We have jump to section, jump to document content, jump to page, jump to ask question. We have navigations within sections. We have expanding and collapsing. We have page up and page down, go to previous page or next page in transcript view. So let's close our hotkeys.
Control center free. Please link terms of use by heading level 2 lily pad. Oh, you had many aquatic invertebrates linked to.
And so I'm able to navigate the content using my arrow keys.
Yellow pond dash lily with sturdy yellow pond dash lily. Head how many?
And if I wanted to pull up like my list of headings, I can simply do my shortcut using JAWS. So we can do insert F6.
Heading list dialog.
And this will pull up a heading list of all of the headings in the entirety of the document. So if I wanted small lake spur or larkspur, I could hit enter and it's gonna jump me to that location into the document. And now I can navigate again using my arrow keys. I could press the T button to navigate to any tables, but there are not any tables in this document. Our list items are read appropriately. And so this document is totally accessible using JAWS. We're able to navigate, we're able to pull up our list of headings, we could jump around the content very easily, and we have a comprehensive list of keyboard shortcuts, which are really easy and intuitive for those that use screen reader technology already. The buttons work in a way that feel like they should work. So if you're worried about DocAccess not being totally accessible to a screen reader, I would not have that worry anymore. Clearly, they have put a lot of time and energy into making sure the product is accessible. And I think this is a great solution if you have a ton of documents on your website that you need to meet those Title II guidelines. Before they go into effect very soon, DocAccess is a tool that can handle large volume at scale for literally pennies on the dollar. If you want to try out DocAccess for yourself and you want to see how much money and time your organization can save, set up a meeting with me right now. And as always, I could be your champion for inclusion. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.